everyone, it's Katie. Today I wanted to share with you a website called Rebrickable. This website has been set up to allow Lego creators to design Lego sets and share them with the community. Others can search for particular sets and create them themselves following the instructions that have been uploaded. It is a fantastic website. It has a lot of other features as well, as you can see here on the front page. They also do reviews, so if you're looking for a particular set and you want to read a bit more about it. The main reason I use this website is to find mocks or Lego creations that others have made and uploaded the instructions for. There's three main types of mocks that they have available on this website. You can either get Lego designs that are completely unique, so ones that use all individual pieces that a designer has come up with themselves and they've uploaded the instructions. Those designs you will have to source the entire set of brick collection for. So if it needed 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces, you would have to source them all yourself. That's where Bricklink comes in handy and where a lot of people use the two websites. One to find Rebrickable to find the sets, and then Bricklink to purchase the pieces they need. So that's one of the options available through Rebrickable, is to find just brand new creations. The two other options are based on existing sets. So one type of design that you can get is where they have taken a set and they've created a completely different design for that set. So I'll just show you an example. This here is a recreated design from a Lego set. It was the Harry Potter Hogsmeade set that just came out last year, and they've taken all the pieces for that set and designed a new layout. So you can see here that it's turned the two buildings into one, and they're calling it a Winter Village Old Inn. Some of the sets will have instructions that are free, others you need to purchase, but honestly the purchase is worth it because it's a great design and it also acknowledges the effort and time that these creators have put into making these. It gives you a bit more information down here. It will tell you whether or not you need additional parts on top of what came in the original set. So you can see here that this one has no additional parts needed. So if you had this set, this is a way to get more out of the set than just the same build over and over again. You can come on here and find alternative designs. The third option is where they take a design, so in this case the Hogsmeade set, and they add to it. So for example, ones that I have already built. So this is the Sesame Street set. So this is what it originally looks like. And it's an open back set, which means it's like a dollhouse where you can play through the back of the set. Now we wanted to include it into our city layout. It wasn't actually the open back that I had such an issue with because I just put them up against the wall anyway, but it was this additional build here. It just didn't work in with our layout. So I ended up removing it. And then as I slowly started to remove some of this as well, I just thought, why don't we just see if there is a better option? Came onto Rebrickable, typed in the Sesame Street set, and they came up with quite a few different variations that people had made. And this was one that worked really well with what I was trying to achieve. So I purchased the instructions for these ones. And as you can see, it turned that dollhouse style set where the little shop was up the front here into a corner module. And a module is a type of building that's all enclosed. And then if you to access it, you just pull the levels off one at a time. And so in order to achieve that, I did have to buy extra pieces. So the set would have come with the majority of them, but then I needed additional pieces in order to complete it. And so this one here said you needed 2 of the original sets and then an extra 120 pieces in order to build the model. What I did instead of buying 2 full sets is I had one set and then I just worked out what all the other pieces were that I needed, and I did it that way. Instead of buying 2 sets plus the additional pieces, I only had the one set and then bought all the extra pieces. I did also make slight modifications in some of the coloring just because of pieces I already had to save cost in purchasing exactly the pieces that I need. Because often I find you'll be designing something, say, underneath it where you can't even see. So it doesn't really matter if it was the blue piece that it said in the instructions because you can't see it anyway. So it can take a bit of time to work through that, but it definitely saves money overall and it still gives you the same result in the end. So those are the 3 ways that I use Rebrickable to find alternative sets. So it's quite easy to find different ideas for set. For example, with the Sesame Street one, if I was looking for different ideas, so I can just write Sesame Street into the search bar, and this shows you all the different types of sets that have been created for Sesame Street. So you can see we've got some little brickheads, Bert and Ernie. There are other versions of that one. So here was the one that I picked here, but there are other versions. So here's a skinnier modular building. Down here is an alternative one again. And then you can see here, Lego Artisan has started creating buildings out of a lot of the sets and stacking them up into like an apartment complex. And then another option, which I really like as well, is to here Beesweeks has put them into a frame, so you could hang them up on the wall if you were limited in space. So there are lots of different options. It's a really great way to search for new ideas and new sets. So for example, we are just starting to, I guess, landscape our city area, and I am by no means a master builder, and so I need help and I need ideas and inspiration. So I was able to find, for example, I've just worked on a privet drive. It doesn't look like this, but it gave me the ideas on how I could create our own little front yard. And so it's been really helpful to find ideas through Rebrickable. So Rebrickable is a fantastic website that gives you a lot more creativity and ideas for your Lego building. Definitely do yourself a favor and check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.